I'm Hailey and Millett, and my topic is food waste, but primarily food waste in the public school system. I decided to do this topic because I am majoring in elementary education, so I kind of wanted to see what environmental issues there are within the public school system. So before I go in as an educator, I can see what problems that I may have to involve myself with. What is food waste? So food waste is defined as the decrease in quantity or quality of food resulting from decisions and actions by retailers, food service providers, and consumers. Why is food waste bad for the environment? Food waste is actually a really big problem because it fills up landfills. Even if it is just all fruits and vegetables or other foods that can decompose, it still takes a little while, so it still fills up those landfills. There's also still that packaging, like plastic or other materials, that doesn't decompose as fast, so that still adds to the landfills. It is also bad because it leaves less food for those who actually really need it. If we keep buying all the food, then there's less that we can send to those who are starving and don't have access to those nutrients and the food that they need. It's also really bad for the economy. With supply and demand, if the companies see that we keep buying all this food, and even if we waste it, they're not going to see that we waste it. They just see that we keep buying it. So then they think there's more demand for the food. And those prices are going to go up with supply and demand. Food waste in schools, one of the primary ways are the portions. Sometimes the portions aren't directed towards the right age, so those kindergartners could get the same portions as the 6th graders, and they're not going to need that big portion that those 6th graders do need. So they're going to end up wasting it and gonna get rid of it, and that's just gonna add to that food waste. Also different foods. Most of the time, at least in elementary schools, they only have a couple options for those kids. So if there's a student who doesn't like both those options, they're required to grab a lunch, and they're gonna end up throwing it away because they don't like it and not going to get that food for the day. Also healthier options. Since Michelle Obama a couple years ago passed the Healthy Foods Act, all of the food swapped from the white bread and the white rice to now the whole grain bread and the brown rice that kids don't all the time enjoy. So then they end up throwing it away. Also, kids are now required to get a fruit or vegetable whenever they pass the lunch line. And if they don't like that fruit or vegetable, they're going to end up throwing it away and adding it to those landfills. I remember when I was in elementary school, they would honestly give us a dessert every single time we went through the line until Michelle Obama passed that act, and then everything swapped. Stakeholders. The stakeholders include the government and schools that kind of go along with each other. The government pays for most of the food, same with the schools. So then they end up losing all that money. The parents also are the stakeholders because they think their students are getting a full lunch or getting a full meal at school, and then they don't end up getting that full meal. Students also are stakeholders because they are missing out on those nutrients that they need, and also not getting that full meal. If they don't like that food, then they're going to end up throwing it away. Again, landfills. They're getting all that food and they don't have anywhere to get rid of it. It's just going to keep filling up. Here's my works cited, and thank you.